Hello all, Dr. Lindsay Mamula here to talk to you today about food. I think if you know me at all, food is one of my passions. I love talking about food. We're going to talk about foods that can be potentially toxic to animals. And you're going to hear a lot of different opinions about this. So take everything that you hear, read with a grain of salt, because again, every animal is an individual and we lump every dog into the same category. So yes, there are some generalizations that we definitely have to take into consideration when we talk about dogs and cats and all that stuff. But some dogs don't have any problems. So we're going to talk about just a few foods today, because the list goes on and on and on. If you go to the ASPCA, so the Poison Control website, they have everything listed out too. Some of them, yes, some of them, no. And so, what is myth, what is fact? And it's hard to say. It really is, because every dog is different, just like every human is different. So with that, the biggest one that we're going to talk about, xylitol. Where do we find xylitol? Xylitol is in chewing gum. That is the most common culprit for dogs, is to get into xylitol. And some people will cook with it, honestly. So, it's an artificial sweetener. And in humans, it doesn't cause a spike in glucose and in sugar levels. And so they love to cook with it because it's easy. It's a good sugar replacement. And humans have no problems with it. Dogs, though, if they get into any xylitol, they can crash and burn fast. So what it does is it actually takes all of that glucose that's in the body and harbors it and absorbs it and literally drops their glucose to nothing. So it can be a dangerous situation for a dog. So avoid chewing gum. If your dog gets into chewing gum, absolutely take them to the emergency clinic. No questions asked. We don't even try and treat them in our clinic, because we know that they need to have overnight care and make sure that those glucose levels are checked frequently. Chocolate. I think everyone knows that chocolate's bad for dogs. Dark chocolate is the worst. It has to do with, the bromines that are in the chocolate, and those bromines can cause a lot of problems. So chocolate, we just avoid that one all completely. Yes, there's different levels between the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate and what that toxicity level is, but I just avoid chocolate because they don't need it. They don't need that sugar. They don't need those sweets. They don't need any of it. The other one is onions. A lot of people will lump onions and garlic together. I don't. Onions, definitely. I stay away from those in any way whatsoever. I don't recommend it. It is known to cause what we call anemia, where it actually attaches and attacks the red blood cells and actually causes the red blood cells to start disappearing in the body in the simplest terms. So onions, we don't do in any way whatsoever with any dog, because we have problems with that. The other one, grapes/raisins. Now, I will say my dog Kencho, older dog, we used to give it grapes all the time. We never had any issues. Now we are seeing that some dogs will go into kidney failure because of grapes and raisin ingestion. So again, not every dog has an issue with grapes, but man, when that happens, when they ingest a grape and they do have a sensitivity to it, they crash, they go into kidney failure, and it can be dangerous for them. So lumping everyone together, we say no grapes whatsoever, no raisins. So that's a quick and dirty few little tidbits here and there on some food items that I completely avoid in my animals, and you should avoid in your animals. Lots of other things that are out there that some dogs react to, some animals don't, but that's a whole nother discussion. Thanks so much. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.